Ladies and gentlemen, good day and good day again if you're watching this on release day. Violet Evergarden Season 1 Episode 4. So, last time, Violet got to go to a training school and met with Miss Lucalia. It was really interesting, and to me that was maybe the most compelling episode so far. I mean, there's only been 3 episodes, but this one really hit me well because I'm really adamant on, the means of communication and the way to communicate and what communication should be. So, and the way to express emotions and everything relating to this. So this episode, I found it really, really interesting on both also a philosophical and emotional and psychological standpoint regarding the characters of Lucalia and Violet. And I feel like we're really progressing. That's really nice. Violet is finally starting to... maybe not exactly, in my opinion, she may not be already here to write an auto-memory door, but she's already on the path to understanding what all of this means and what it entails. I'm still unsure if she's processing this already from her heart, or if she's still processing things with her brain. Because yes, she's still quite attached, to information processing and not emotional processing. If you see what I mean, you must see what I mean. We're watching the same anime here. So yes, it seems to me that she's still on the information processing a lot, and she really needs to step back a little bit and see the bigger picture of it all. And she lacks for now that ability, but she's going, little by little, step after one another towards that goal. I don't know if Lucalia is going to stick around because they both graduated and so they're going to be working in companies. So maybe Lucalia is going to be working in the same company as Violet, but if she doesn't, then maybe I don't know. We're going to see, but I think she's been a really great influence in that episode because she really... she needed Violet and Violet needed her. She needed Violet to help her realize some things. But I feel like it was quite cathartic, Lucalia wanted to help Violet because she couldn't help herself. So I feel like by helping Violet, she saw somebody who was struggling as much as her to express her own emotions. And I think this is the same connection that has been done in episode 2 with Ms. Brown. I haven't checked her name, sorry. I think this is the same connection that has been, people struggling to express their emotions, yet they are quite able to express other people's emotions, which is contradictory, but is quite true, because a lot of people, it does happen like this. People have no problem when it comes to processing other people's emotions most of the time, but when it comes to theirs, it's always a block. It's not that they can't, it's not that they don't want to, it's a subconscious block, and it's almost like a self protection mechanism. But yeah, I really enjoyed last episode. To me, that was maybe the one that brought forth the most interesting questions and topics and issues. The way to relate to them. Lucalia's relationship, even with her brother, felt quite true. Even though it's a 20-minute episode, but they succeeded into making you feel for the girl, for understand the hardships of her family and the hardships that she's going through herself. So she was a really, really great character, and the ending was, Violet may be weird, she may be socially inadequate, I don't remember what the term is. I'm going to have to look it up, but she's still a wonderful girl, because she has this blank slate to process things, and she has no agenda. She's not quite polluted yet. And I would not talk about innocence because I do not like this word, because innocence kind of makes it sound like you're being naive and stupid and ignorant to the world, and I do not like this. So this is why you won't hear me referring to Violet as being innocent. I'd rather use the word, or at least say that she has a blank slate, that she is not polluted. And as we're embarking on this journey, I failed to talk about this last episode, but what she may want to express, the Major is exactly the same thing as the Major has expressed to her. But in my opinion, she's just denying it because the very fact that she's on him so much shows me that she does care a great deal about him, but she does not realize that she does care about him. That's the thing. She just needs introspection, and that's what Violet needs right now. She's really directed outwards, but she needs now to take everything inwards. So we're going to jump right into the episode 4. The full-length reaction to that episode is available on the Patreon, just like always. The links to my social medias are also down below in the description box, so please do join me on there and on the Discord server as well. Subscribe, leave a like, you know where the button is, where the notification bell is, activate it so you don't miss any video. I have daily uploads. Check out the other content. Of course, I don't do just anime, I do a lot of other things on the channel. And that being said, we're gonna jump right in. Let's go. I mean, these are really dope uniforms. If everybody could have these stylish uniforms, that would be nice. Oh! Did you catch her? I'm sorry, that was quite funny. The two of them. Oh, they're going together. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, she broke her arm. That's really bad luck.
最初に会った時もこの時も私にはバイオレット・エヴァーガーデンというこのことがどうにも理解できなかった。
She likes her, I think. At least she's quite, interested by who the character is.
やっぱりライデンと比べると蒸し暑い。
Nice. Is everything going to go all wrong for Iris? Right. Shush, Violet, shush. I'm surprised by the need of Violet to express things like this. So delicate.
Violet Evergarden.
It's like an orchestra as a conductor somewhere, going with the wind, going with the music, going with the close-up. I mean, not gonna lie, Violet's outfit is extraordinary. Oh, that's... I understand how that may upset Iris. She's kind of stealing the show from Iris. I guess this is going to remind maybe Iris why she wanted to go to the city. As if I could read what was written.
この人には出さないで。
リストに載っているのにですか？招待する人を選定したのはアイリスさんのご両親です。ですが
今回指名されたのは私で、あなたは私の代わりでしょ。分かった？
Fair to Iris.
大したもてなしでなくても私は問題ありません。それに根拠は判然としないのですが、この景色が大したもてなしという言葉にふさわしい気がします。
Yeah, totally agree. I'm always kind of... That's really beautiful. I'm always kind of a little afraid when Violet is about to announce things. Because it can either be really beautiful or it can either just be totally inappropriate.
ライデンでドールになったんだよね。かっこいい。
えいもお久しぶりです。
Is it the one she didn't want an invite to be sent to?
どうして？
Yeah.
招待状をもらったから。
出したの？
お母様に確認したところ、やはり出すようにとご指示いただきましたので。
アイリス？
Parents.
アイリス？
理由を説明してくださらないと理解できません。
You don't always have to understand things.
私、彼に振られたの。
振られたというのは言い寄ったけれど拒絶されたということですか？相手の方に跳ねつけられた。
It's okay, Violet.
そうよ。あんたの言う通りよ。
どうしてあの子に何かあったの？
Is she gonna tell it like it is? Most probably, that's Violet. But yeah, I'm always quite...
アイリス大丈夫？
お母さんがあんなパーティー開くからよ。もう帰ってこなきゃよかった。あんたってほんと人の気持ちがわかんないのね。
人の気持ちはとても複雑で繊細で、裏腹だったり嘘をつく場合もあり、正確に把握するのは本当に申し訳ございません。
Like always, I have a lot to say about that little speech. That's gonna be in the post-reaction discussion, so stick around, guys.
愛してるって。
ごめん。幼馴染としか思えない。
The stab.
必死で勉強してライデンの町に出てドールになったわけよ。わからないと思っていたバイオレットのことが少しだけわかった。そしてこの子はそれが何かを一生懸命探している。この子なりに。
I'm glad she's listening, or she's paying attention. Well, she's Iris, that is. She's reaching out. Both of them are.
手紙ありがとう。
タイプしたのはこの子だから。
はい。
Really?
後で請求書をお渡しします。代筆は仕事です。
じゃあ就職に行くんで。
規定の金額。
Favorite flowers?
その花は
ああ、アイリスよ。
Oh,
ほら。
right.
そうか。じゃあ私が名前をつけていいか。
Oh, nice. I see what's coming.
バイオレットだ。君はきっとその名前にふさわしい女性になる。君は道具ではなく、その名が似合う人になるんだ。
I'm loving these little arcs that we are having. I think they're really well done. Really simple, you know. Last time it was about going to school, one episode. And right now it's about visiting Iris's family. Really simple, really short, just about throwing out a party, emotions, I totally get how Iris is feeling. I think every child may do. So yes, I was saying regarding Violet's explanation of how she does not understand emotions, I totally get it. I get it where she does not understand it. Yes, people are acting quite on a contradictory basis, but everybody does. And there's nothing really wrong about it. But yes, obviously it can be hard, even for a skilled person sometimes to decipher what another person would want to mean. But sometimes I feel like, as much as it is funny to see Violet cross the line, I'm like, can't you just understand that you're like breaking a social convention here? I mean, emotions are a thing, but social conventions are another thing. I mean, as the episodes go by, as she leaves adventures, hopefully she'll grab a little more and a little more and a little more. I'm especially thinking here about the fact that she told everybody about, I don't remember the guy's name, because she didn't think it was a secret. I mean, that's like a convention. People tell you about their emotions. You don't talk to other people about what they told you. But I mean, she didn't have the rule, so it's okay, but you're like, Violet, no. And it's funny and endearing, and it doesn't make me mad. Just to be clear, it doesn't make me mad, but I'm like, Violet, no, stop. And I'm quite interested as well by the fact that sometimes she just has this need to, when somebody says something wrong, she has this need to correct them. It reminds me of in Harry Potter, Severus Snape, who would call on Hermione and telling her, how is the saying exactly? It is, that is the second time you've spoken out of term, Miss Granger. Are you simply just incapable of restraining yourself, or do you take pride in being an insufferable know-it-all? That is the quote, I think, at least in the movie. And I find it really funny because, yes, Violet may come across as someone who wants to be an insufferable know-it-all, but it's not. It's just like she's incapable of refraining herself. And to me, it's quite interesting because as much as she struggles to express emotions, when she wants to express an opinion, you can't be sure that Violet is going to express her opinion, no matter what. So, which is why, like I said during the reaction, sometimes when she's about to say something, and I feel like this is going to be quite important, I'm like, is it going to go all right, or is it going to go all wrong? Because with her, it's kind of black or white, Either she says something really nice, really beautiful, or either she says something totally inappropriate. But it's always quite amusing. So, regarding Iris, the character of Iris here, she's a character that has been wanting to kind of flee a life, because she didn't like her life. She wants to go after something else. She wants to accomplish things. She wants to be somebody. And the fact that, she was commissioned, she expressed great pride, because yes, to her it was like, I do good at my job, and people want me, I'm accomplishing something. And the fact that later on her parents revealed to be the one who commissioned her, obviously that's gonna upset her because it feels like a pity request, and it makes her not be so wanted, because it's when somebody asks you it's just like, imagine taking the example of YouTube. You have, you know, as I'm filming this video, we're about to pass the 7,000 subscriber threshold. Sorry. In my head, I'm honest, guys. I'm not processing the fact that you're 7,000 interested into following my videos. You know, 7,000 individuals it's more than the number of inhabitants in my hometown. So this is quite impressive to me. But you know, I would have been really happy as well with only 45 subscribers, maybe. You know, as long as the 45 subscribers are not family relatives or you know, people who you might think are doing this out of just because they're family and they like you, of course, but it's not the same thing when it is your family that is doing something for you and when it is somebody else that is doing something for you. In that regard, obviously I'm not talking in a general sense, but in that regard, because it means that, because when it's family, you know, there's always that gray area of they do this because they love you, but the fact that somebody that you don't know would request you or want something of you is always valuable and is always quite self-empowering, you know, because it gives you yes, it's basically a transition that you're doing something interesting, and that is basically what Iris wants. But still, in the end, she was quite happy to be requested. You know, it kind of reminded her that after, you know, because obviously the topic here was about love not being mutual, but the fact that, okay, nobody real requested her, that's a thing, but yet she has to remind that there's her family that wants her, and that's the thing here. A family is there for her, even though they might do something wrong, they're here, you know, and that's the thing here. So, and regarding Iris, she's really coming across to Violet, and Violet is really coming across to her. They started on the slightly wrong foot, and there's a lot of tiny things about, you know, she tripped in the stairs because of a reaction to what Violet said. Violet kind of stole the show from her. Violet spills the beans here and there about what she's confessing to her. So Violet is like ticking off every single bad thing that she could do to Iris, but yet Iris in the end is coming across to her, and Violet is coming across to Iris, and this is really nice because here we are dealing with really intelligent characters who are listening to each other. I mean, that's their job, listening to other people, trying to understand how they feel, why they feel. And to me, that's quite important. If you're following my other reactions, especially maybe my Cobra Kai reactions, then you must know how I feel about communication and understanding each other and paying attention to each other. And I'm really glad that here they are really paying attention to each other and that they're being friends and that is developing like this. And obviously there are two different characters with two extremely different ways to go about things, but they have similarities. You know, they're both damaged souls with big coats. They have the name of a flower or a color in Violet's name as well. But yeah, that was a really great episode, and I'm enjoying this series so much. And I understand why people may love that show, that anime even more, because people in their lives, just like I said last time, deny themselves the ability to express their emotions. So the fact that a show like this might be able to do this for them, just like I want to eat your pancreas may, just like a silent voice may. You know, on the silent voice movie reaction, I do still read sometimes the comments. It's getting harder and harder because there are more and more and more of them, so I can't really reply to them really anymore. I still do sometimes, but I do try to read as much as I can. And a lot of people are just really thankful for the movie, and sometimes to me, I don't know why, because I didn't do the movie, but I guess because I'm sharing what I think, but you're sharing as well with me, so that's really nice. But yeah, people are just thankful that this movie exists because it speaks for them, and that is basically what Violet Evergarden is doing here. That is basically what the characters are doing as auto memory dolls. And sometimes, yeah, you just need somebody that gets you and to express things for you, because it's not so much that you can't, it's more that you're denying yourself, and you need sometimes that little push from somebody who will do it for you. So that was my reaction to Violet Evergarden Season 1 Episode 4. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. Link to the full-length reaction is on the Patreon down below in the description box. And I'll be seeing you next week for Episode 5 and 6 then. Until then, please take care, have wonderful lives, be kind to one another, love each other, you know. Don't waste any time in loving, because death. And I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.